All right. We are now at base week. I'm gonna get these things correct one day. All right, we're base week. So welcome to base week. All right, this is gonna be day one, officially day one. The first video you saw was like the intro and trying to explain like what's gonna be going on this week. This week, let me jump right on it. It's gonna be day one. So what do I do when I first start picking back up my bass and I need to get my hands, you know, the blood going and everything else, and we don't want to get injuries. The older we get, the more injuries we get. So if you guys were 19 and 20, you just want to jump in there, that's fine. But let me tell you, I like to stretch. So I just do this, just get my wrists, stretched out. Try to keep your bottoms of your palms together and you pull all the way down until you feel that stretch. Right? Try to keep your fingers together. You'll feel all your fingers stretching and everything. Other thing I might do is a few wrist circles. I got that from Wing Chun. It's really good. Other thing you can do here is do this. It's very, 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 very good. I had a wrist injury, and this is how I actually healed my wrist, by doing this. I forgot where I learned it. All right, so once you do that, then I do this. No, I'm not cursing you out. I'm doing this and then that. This and that. Now, in the beginning, you can use your thumb. Sorry. In the beginning, you can use your thumb, but I don't like to use my thumb. So once you get good, then have to look. Once you get good, then you could do it without using your thumb. And what that does is it works on the independence of your hand. Don't do it too much though. Do it like 8 or 9 times. I think I got that exercise from Stu Ham years ago. Like when I first started playing bass, he had a video out and he did that. And when you get real good, you get really fast. So do that about 10 times, and I already feel it. My hand is like already. And I don't do it with my right as much, but I guess you could. All right, so now let's get the bass out. So my bass teacher, he always told me to strap up. Always told me to put the strap on. He always wanted the bass kind of at the same height all the time. That was going to be very important. I don't know if you can see my hand. I might have to do that. Okay, the very first, all right, and then we're going to use a metronome. So let me just kind of explain what this video is. I'm going to give you the drills that I do to get myself started. So I usually will start any bass session with these drills. When I first started playing, I was playing in the church, and I wasn't that great yet, but I got better as I went. And it was a very demanding church. Sometimes they would do a shout, and you had to play steady for 10 minutes, and your arm feels like it's going to fall off. So these drills became my friend. I knew. So what I do is I'll do a 1 finger per fret, and I try to make sure that my fingers are landing on the fret wire. And I got that from Jaco Pastorius. Most people tell you to go behind the fret wire, and there's nothing wrong with that. You get good tone there. But I try to land on the fret wire. That also trains you for when you switch over to fretless bass, you'll be intonating, right? Because your hands will know what they're doing. And you get a certain kind of tone when you land on the fret wire. It's a little different than when you land behind it. I can't really explain it, but it's a different tone, and people notice it. So we're gonna just go over. I think it's 1, and then I have a variation. Then I've got this one. Then I've got this one. All right, so that's about 4. And then there's a scale that I practice. And there's 2 ways I do it. And that's going to be what we're going to do today. All right, so here we go. So let's put the metronome on. Always play with the metronome. Now the idea is to go to the 12th fret and back. We might not have enough time to do this in this video, but that's all right. We're gonna get it done. So let's start. 1, 2, ready, and. next time I'm gonna make it a little faster. Shift up. Shift up. Shift up. Shift. 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 Shift down. Shift down. Shift. 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 Okay, the variation of that. So if you've been playing for a while and that's just too basic for you, 12th fret and back, the variation is this. Still one finger per fret. You get the idea? You get the idea. 12th fret and back. Okay, I want to make sure I'm at 10 minutes, otherwise I can't load this video to YouTube properly. The next one, and my fingers feel that already, right? So give yourself a shake, give yourself a rest. No need to do all this at one shot, especially if you're just getting back to it. Next one, I love this one. It almost sounds like a bass line. Wait, let me get my time right. Now my strings are a little